Iquitos, Peru is where three great rivers meet. The Nanay and the Ataya empty into the Amazon. It's surrounded by water and jungle and accessible only by boat or by plane. There's a faded colonial elegance from the days when rubber plantations laid waste to the land and enslaved its people. The city is popular with overprivileged faux hippies who come for the psychedelic effects of the ayahuasca plant administered by tribal shamans. But the real energy comes from the legitimate commerce bringing people here from towns and villages all along the immense network of rivers and tributaries surrounding Iquitos.
So that's Belén. The name of the market is because of the city. It's a flooded city.
Belén floods during rainy season. Pedro Miguel Schiaffino has been coming here for decades, sourcing unique Amazonian ingredients for his Lima, Peru restaurants. Wow.
So these are the river snails. You taste them before?
You made me those.
Yeah.
One of the best things I ate.
Yeah.
Schiaffino serves river snails stuffed with tapioca and turmeric in his restaurant, Amaz, creating a market for the river's bounty and in that way helping to preserve its people and culture is Schiaffino's mission. The river and the jungle were almost lost to the onslaught of progress a few generations ago, and it's still threatened. This is a special place. The natural world is sustained with less exploitation. That's a decent-sized snail. You can see they're still alive. They just like to play possum. You see his eyes, and there's his little feelers. These giant land snails can grow 8 inches long, weigh a pound, and can primarily be found throughout the wetlands of Peru.
This one has a lot of slime. So as ground snails, you have to take out the slime.
That requires a long, slow boil, and the market is lined with makeshift restaurants. So we buy and move on. The vibrancy and variety make a brilliant show of color, even on a rainy morning. No place generates more energy in Iquitos than the Belén market.
Now, all fruits here are seasonal. So what you find here, for example, this week, next week, maybe you won't find it. And then this is called Umari. They spread this on bread, like butter.
It's like avocado oil.
This is charapita. This is the king of the Amazon. But it's good, huh?
That's strong for something so small. Woo!
On your back.
That was a really bad idea to suck on it. The flavors here are intense, insanely fresh, eaten the same day as its harvest. Biodynamic food, transferring good energy from the land and water.
That's piranha. That's...
Oh, piranhas!
That's piranha. This is like the medium-sized catfish.
Notice how small most of these vendor stalls are? They're selling what one family can catch from the river or grow and harvest in a small garden. There's no refrigeration in this market. Most fish are caught and sold on the same day. So are their eggs.
Oh, that's
fish eggs.
Fish egg tamales, right?
That's great. Let's get some. Oh, and look, there's your little chilies.
Ooh, cocona. You always have to have cocona on the table in the Amazon.
Cocona is a tropical fruit that gives its name to the tangy, citrusy condiment that's served with everything you eat in Iquitos. The eggs are from boquichico, Amazonian carp. It's so fresh. It's soft, it's creamy. It actually, if you closed your eyes, it wasn't for the texture, you'd think that you were eating cooked oysters.
That was good, huh? Good breakfast, huh?
The food here from this part of the world is the healthiest you'll ever find. There's nothing processed. Everything is a superfood. Everything. The explosively fertile Amazon basin transforms the familiar into the unexpected.
So this is like wild honey.
You can even see the bees in the combs.
So this is the honeycomb. This is made with barks and resins.
Yep.
So the honey gets very smoky, citrusy, fermented flavor.
The trees where the bees live flavor the honey, and the rainforest moisture triggers a natural fermentation process. That first one was very fermented.
Yeah.
Tasted like spoiled honey, but in a good way.
Yeah.
The second one was very sour.
And fruity.
Very fruity, very sour. That last one, that almost tasted like an alcohol you would make with honey.
Yeah.
And the wood, it tasted boozy.
Yeah, boozy.
Very
Have
good,
you
by the way.
ate bee larva before?
Oh gosh, yeah. It's delicious.
There you go. That's a snack.
Well, you've got a whole set of it. I will also tell you, eating...
Oh, they're sweet.
Of course they are, because look what they're living in. They're very milky on the inside, and because they don't get exposed to light, the flesh is very, very thin.
Like coconut flavor,
It's
too.
ephemeral. It's like a whisper. It's like a beautiful woman whispering in your ear. You get that a lot back in Lima. Belén is the largest market in this part of Peru, and Pedro Miguel has some connections. Our snails and rodent are in good hands.
Estos quedan muy pequeños.
Jessica Gonzalez Chavez knows what she's doing.
Porque esto es acompañado con una porción de arroz.
She learned from her mother to cook.
Of course she did.
And she said that the flavor of the snails it's in the guts. She cleans very well the guts and put the guts inside the stew.
Jessica also uses garlic, sweet pepper sauce, local tomatoes, cilantro, and plantains. These are home cooking techniques that are handed down through the generations. And as a chef, Jessica's talent is inspiring. She has a skill set that you can't teach other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's in her DNA.
We call it innato.
Yes.
No, you're born with
It's
it.
innate, right.
She's making it with love.
Yes.
And serving it with love, too. Woohoo! You see the guts there.
Okay.
I can't wait for this.
Woohoo!
Yeah, right?
Smells good, huh? Texture is good, huh?
It's really well cooked.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Bravo.
Very nice. Giant snails taste of what they eat, and these ones eat dead vegetation off the ground, just like common garden snails. But you can still taste that, what is it, like spoiled spinach flavor?
Yeah,
that they
that's
have?
right,
You know, just
that's
kinda
right.
Like greens that have been in the refrigerator for just a day too long. Everyone always says to me, what do snails taste like? They kind of taste like a little bit of like celery or spinach that's just gone a little wrong.
That's right.
But I love it. I mean, it's just vegetal.
Now this one.
The majas meat has been smoked whole over a fire of yucca plant, and cooked yucca is also part of the soup. Gorgeous.
That's good, huh?
It's not gamey.
No, it's not gamey, right?
The salting, it almost tastes like ham.
Yep.
It's rodent ham. That's all. It's, if you think about it that way, it's a
rodent-
lot, it's
rodent
more
ham.
fun. Rodent ham.